hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walked through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is a wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with the distinct smell of old books giving the place of an almost old world air. Sorry. I dropped something, I had to pick it up. There don't seem to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in school grounds or the dorms. Yuko, are you here? She says it in thin air, since the library doesn't seem to be present. Of course, Lily can't see this. What's unexpected, that is, draws a reaction. Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail. Oh. The origin, apparently the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. Hi, Lily. How can I help you? Her voice is strained with a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange noise. It's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped my eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Are you alright? I'm sorry. I couldn't know. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apology, almost frantic, trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. He. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression, and then she shuffles some paper around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a troubled look, she seems to fit a library perfectly. Ah, Lily, did you get my message? Message. Oh, the 2 imported books that arrived? Right. They finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but amidst her celebrations, partially for managing to change the topic, I'm sure, she notices me from the corner of her eye, freezes on the spot when she does. Oh no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book or return one? I'm sorry. The way she can go quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. He's with me, Yuko. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hisao, right, Hisao. Pleased to meet you too, Hisao. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name of her mind so she won't forget. Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Oh, I'm just reading wrong. Well, I don't really have voices, but I kind of get softer with her. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility. How is it any responsibility at all? I don't get. But her objection is so sincere, I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. But, so there are a lot of books in Braille here. An attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but look slightly less tense. Well, I think about a third or fourth of the Yamaku's library is either in Braille or audio. Makes sense, given all the blind students that'd be here. If it's okay, if it's only that, how come the library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books regularly, because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelve all of them. It's so troublesome, and they weigh so much. I wish I could quit this job. Ellipsis. A very awkward silence follows the revelation of too much information. I'll go check out the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have those books if it's alright with you. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I study the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there's a large print and real books scattered throughout, but it is what it is, a library. It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lily and snuck with us in here, unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has the odd student sitting at a desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting at one of the several beanbags. It's a dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of class earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged for more delinquent than bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely toward the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself, as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate, after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl darts looking scaredly up at me from beneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close, and underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see the part of her face, at least a third, if not half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second I am shocked and divert my eyes to the book in her hands before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. It takes too many seconds for it to collect, so sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I think this is the best one, I'm not sure. Not that it matters. Hi, I'm new here. Hisana Kai. We're in the same class. Ellipsis. I just transferred here the other day. Maybe you don't remember? Ellipsis. I did a self-introduction too. I told you that the other option was better. The girl still doesn't say a word, but simply stares at me wide-eyed. I'm still getting used to this place, so I'm trying to meet as many people as I can. Sir, what's your name? Hanako. Her speech is stuttering and so quiet that it's barely audible even in this still library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako, eh? So what are you reading? She gently tips the book backwards so that I can read the title, at the same time hiding her face behind it. She must have noticed me staring before. Life of Pi? I've never heard of it before. What's it about? A boy and a tiger on a boat. I can see this taking some time. Sounds interesting. Is it any good? She nods from behind the book, but stays silent. She looks kind of tense, a bit like Yuko earlier, but in a different way. More like petrified with terror, I'd say. So the mysterious delinquent girl turned out to be anything but, and she is quivering in a way that makes it look like she is mortally afraid of me. The only way out of this, as far as I can tell, is to try to get a normal conversation going. No, you should just leave her alone. Is it a library book? I'm looking for new ones to read, but there's just so many. No, it's mine. Oh, so, do you come here often? Ellipsis. A huge blush spreads on Hanako's face. Her eyes widen far larger than I thought it was possible for her eyes to do. Uh-oh. Did she interrupt my lame attempt at small talk as people attempt to pick her up? I mean, I didn't mean it like that. I've got to go do something! Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catches me so off guard that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she is nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you see or notice a girl run past here? Maybe. What did she look like? Long, dark hair, kinda shy. She had, well, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear, Yuko, would you excuse me? I had better go try and find her. Sure. I'll just hold on to these until you come back. What's going on? I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time. Right, I'll see you later then. Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuko. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing, I just talked to her. Tried to get to know her. Didn't even manage to get started. Yuko sighs and looks awfully bothered, even more than she did before. I guess you weren't wrong so much as tactless. Tactless? That girl is a bit of a special case. It's like she never really talks to anyone. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder. It's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound at all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. Perhaps I was being a little tactless after all. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casual only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile and she blushes heavily. But what? Did that sound stupid? No, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us has anything to add, so Yuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. People who have papers on their desk really like to do that. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, the library should be closing, but I have to do it. I hope that's not too inconvenient for you. Oh, yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because I'll just go get them. Water. I fetched my stack of books from behind the beanbags where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised myself with that too, honestly. At least when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill the time. I couldn't do much else. I see. But she doesn't say anything else, just checks out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tact. Oh no, Kenji, please. Holding the library books with arm out, I trawl my pockets for the key to the building. A sudden sound from behind startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying, or the key that I almost managed to get into the lock. Who is it? I turn around to see who is talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. It's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously. Who is me? I don't know anyone called me. Are you some new guy again? His voice is suddenly strained quick. Yes, but we've met before, yesterday. I don't think so. I would remember someone who I met only yesterday. When was that? What day is it today? I try to ignore him. Is he joking or what? Prove that we've met before. You live across the hall. You're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with an uncomprehending fear. How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met, and you are telling the truth, and I just can't remember it, or you are a spy. He pauses. A psychic spy. His eyes dart around me, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute. I'm not psychic. How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader. Kenji points a finger in my face damningly. Unlike you. Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room. Lies. If you think you can pass this as how because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe at a distance, but who do you think you're kidding? I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rub my eyes and let out a heavy sigh. Stay there. Dropped. I always have a Sharpie in my hand for some reason. I dropped it. Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage even if he did. Oh wait, I see it now. Damn, it really is you. sighing again, and then once again, for good measure, I step backwards just in case. What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong? I don't know. Just something stupid happened to me. A few stupid things, actually. Even if you discount this one. I can't get a proper touch on other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this to Kenji. It's not like we've had any contact either. That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all, but you can never be too careful. It's the hard reality we live in. I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us. You see, this is how it is. This world, there's no justice, you see. Even when I lose, I win, because I don't lose the lesson. What does that even mean? It doesn't matter. He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand. So, what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face? It's nothing. I just scared some girl off accidentally. Literally, too. She ran away from me. It was my fault, really. I think. I'm not really used to all of this yet. A girl? A cute one? Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair, but the face... I guess it could go either way. She was cute. Yeah, cute, I guess. No, I knew it. There are a lot of cute girls here. Strangely, oh no. Do I have to... I hate... I'm so not skipping his fucking huge conspiracy theory that will take forever for him to explain to me. Oh, hell no. I can't stop myself from blurting. Hey, what the hell does that mean? You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of. So you didn't say... Sorry, just... Oh, hell no! Caught me off guard. No puppets. Dear Lord, this would have taken me like probably 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, hell no to listening to Kenji. I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. It takes me some time to relax and get up so I can get started on homework. It's because the sheets are cold and comforting against my cheeks, and it's really good just lying there with my eyes closed. The school is like some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person is stranger than the last. I just can't seem to fit in. What irony. One that would think fitting in a place that's made for people who are unfit for anywhere else would be easy. I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back.